Hey guys, welcome back to Urban Rhino Tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to use an overlay in Photoshop. We sell overlay packs available on our website. They are sold in batches, so if you wanted to buy snow overlays, you can buy a batch of those and it's going to give you anywhere usually from 50 to 150 different overlay options. I'll include a link to those products if you would like to purchase one, including the snow overlay that I'm going to use today. Basically what I'm going to show you is how to take a photo and add an additional element on top. So how to make your photo go from this to this. So to start, you can do one of two things. You can place your overlay on top by going to File, Place Embedded, and find your file and place it on there. Or you can open the ones that you like first. I think that's easier to just go through and search and find the ones I want and keep them open. And once you have it open, I have a couple different options here. I'm just going to click on the layer itself and drag it to the photo I want it on. Just hit OK if that comes up about the color profile. And then from here, that file is a little bit smaller. The photo is a little smaller, so I'm going to resize it by using my transform tool. So I can hit Control T and resize it, drag it where it needs to go, and it looks like that's perfect there. Now what you need to do is you need to change the blending mode. So from this list here, the drop down, by default it should be set to normal. You want to select screen, and by doing that it basically takes out all of the black background and leaves the snow. So from here, obviously we don't want these big giant flakes all around her face distracting. So what I would do is create a layer mask, and I'll link a tutorial to the layer masks if you don't know how to do those. But at the bottom down here, create a new layer mask. And remember, we're just going to make sure the black brush is selected, and enlarge my brush, and I'm just going to brush that off of her face at 100% opacity, and then I'm going to lower the opacity to about 10 or so and kind of lightly brush it away from her face so there's not a lot of distracting stuff around there. Now, it's not going to be very natural looking if she doesn't have some that overlap on her, the hood of her coat or her jacket. So let me add now the second layer of snow, and I'll show you what we'll do there. So we used that one, so we're dragging over this one now. And again, you need to resize it so that it fits. So Control T, Command T if you're on a Mac computer, hit Enter, and again set that to screen. Okay, so now that I have two of these on here, I can work between the two layers and basically just erase out anything that I don't want. We don't want to block Vivian's face here. And this blurry spot right here to me is kind of distracting. So again, let me create another layer mask, pull up my black brush and erase that. And I'm still set on a lower opacity, which is okay. I'm just trying to get these bigger sections that are distracting here off of her face and around her eyes, like that. So I like having it still around her hood. Now from here, you can basically continue to add more if you want. If you wanted bigger snowflakes to be falling, and you don't find an overlay in there that has the size that you want, what you could do is place one of them again. So let's do this one again. Oh, I'm not trying to do that. Place it, sorry, grab the background, the layer here, pull it over. So I've got it on here one more time. Let's resize. I didn't want to duplicate that layer because I have that layer mask on there, so that's why I chose to just place it again. So what you can do if you want to make this bigger is you can just resize it. And remember, hold the shift key down if you want to lock the perspective when you're resizing something. So if I keep doing this, and let's try about like that, and hit enter, set it to screen. And so you can see now we have some bigger snowflakes that would be closer to the camera. And again, I created a layer mask, pull up my black brush, brush what you don't want on her face off of there. And there you have it. So, you know, ordinarily I would play around with this for a little bit longer but for the sake of a quick tutorial. That should give you a pretty good idea of how we use these. These are great for, you know, in the fall if you want to make it look like there's falling leaves. You know, that very common picture of, you know, a kid blowing snow out of the palm of their hands, or glitter, where they, you know, open their hands and it looks like they're blowing the glitter towards the camera. There are glitter overlays in our store as well if you want to purchase those. But it's all the same idea. You go through the same process to use these overlays, and they add such a unique element to your photo. So you can take a photo from essentially fall. Where are we at here? From fall to winter in just a matter of minutes. Let me pull this down here. So we have fall, winter, just like that. So again, make sure you check out our products on our online store that I've linked below. We have the Photoshop actions, brushes, and overlays, just like the one I've shown you here.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you stay connected with Urban Rhino on social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe to our channel.